It is a simple yet exquisite dessert from south of the border. We are talking about fruit and cream over here with some iced Mexican coffee over here. We have our good friend and fellow ABC4 employee, Valeria, and of course, producer Crystal to show you all and me how to make this killer combo. Ladies, I have been so excited for this moment.
Oh, us too. We've been thinking about it all weekend long.
We've been talking about it, planning for it, and I can't wait. It all looks so delicious. Valeria, I want to start with you. Those look so decadent. Tell me about the recipe.
So the bar is really hard. So I was like, what can we do that's going to be fast that we could do on air? So I found this powdered version. And I was like, why not give it a try?
Yeah. So I always get intimidated to make my own like specialty coffee. That's why I just go. I have somebody else do it. I'd rather buy it because I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. But how hard is it to get that recipe and flavor exactly right?
I'd rather do this at home than go somewhere else because I'm like, what if I don't like it and I just spent like $8 on a cup?
And that's the thing too.
So I'd rather just try it at home. Sometimes it's a hit or miss.
Okay, so what are you putting in there, and describe what the flavor will ultimately
right now,
be?
I'm doing this abuelita chocolate mix, and it has cinnamon. So if you've ever tried café de olla, it's coffee, brown sugar, cinnamon. So that's pretty much what it is in this. But it's instant, so it's a lot faster.
Yum. And can you get this at any grocery store?
I bought mine at Winco's, but usually you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it numerous places.
That's the good part.
Easy to find.
So, yeah. Sometimes it's in a little block, but this is exactly as Valeria said, just a really quick way to do it.
So, Crystal, you know this drink as well.
Oh, I know it like the back of my hand.
And do you make your own?
I do, yes. So sometimes I'll do a dairy-free option. There's another brand called Ibarra that's really good as well. This is from Nestle. It's called Abuelita, and it's a really just good comfort dish. And you can actually get this hot as well. You can serve it hot.
Oh, either
you can
way.
serve it iced.
And then
it's really good.
Valeria, what was this that you had just
The Chobani? Well, I'm a coffee connoisseur. So this one, I got it at Winco, and I've been getting it. They have different flavors at Target, but Winco's closer to my house, so I just go.
And then you topped it off with something over here. This is the sweetened condensed milk.
Condensed
That's the brand
milk.
that she is using here. Okay, and look how fast that was. And then
It's
what is
pretty
the
fast. This is
Garnish.
brown sugar. So
Yum.
café de olla has brown sugar, but we use piloncillo.
And it's like a little cone.
It's a little cone, and it's hard to dissolve, but it's the same thing as brown sugar.
So I guess similar, Dina, kind of. You know how sometimes you'll have your brown sugar, it'll clump up? It's
Yes.
almost like a cone of that clump there.
Got it.
And you can just kind of shave it and just put it in your drinks. Look at that.
And it's ready. Okay.
This is,
Oh, that's even
good.
better than I
It is good.
expected.
It's kind of like a
So
churro.
It is. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's like
so
a
if you
liquid
love a churro, you're gonna
Yeah.
love this.
You'll
This
love
just made my whole day. Okay, I'm so glad. You nailed it. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Crushed it. Delicious. Good. You should be. I'm so glad you shared that with us. Okay, so now we have our drink, and we want a little snack to go with it.
Yes,
What
and
are we
this
gonna do
can
over
be
here?
this, Dina. You can make it as a breakfast. You can make it as a little treat at night. So it's called fresas con crema. Traditionally, you would do it with strawberries. You can actually use any fruit. Today, we're going to do lychees. So let's start with that. So as displayed here, I've got the little lychees at the bottom, and then you just pour the cream at the top, and then put it at the bottom. I'll show you how to make it.
Yum. Yeah, you could do whatever fruit.
You really could.
Like
You
whatever's
really
in
could.
season.
So this has just been here already, but with a little TV magic, I'll show you how to make it. So you grab just a can of coconut milk and make sure it's been sitting in your fridge for at least 8 hours. So probably and preferably overnight.
Okay.
So grab a little bit here. And Dina, if you notice, look at that. It's just really creamy. Usually it's more runny and liquidy. This is a really creamy texture, and that's exactly how you want it.
Okay.
So at times they'll get a little bit creamy, as we saw there.
But that's okay.
Yeah, that's
That's what we
okay.
want.
That's right. That's right. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And it does have sometimes like a kind of unique texture, but not to worry. You're gonna use your whisk, and it'll be just creamy and
Well,
thick.
I trust you because we have the same taste.
Oh, yeah.
In what we like to eat and what we like to drink.
I know. With
So I know I'm
pickles
gonna love
earlier
it.
with Hillary, we love that. So you're also gonna grab one of these sweetened condensed milk. I like to use coconut milk just because it's creamier. It actually has a higher fat content too. And this is actually made with coconut sugar. So it's really just kind of a better way to process the sugar.
Is this something that your family made growing up?
Yes, all the time. And it's just a really easy dish, but it's so tasty. And this kind of similar. It has the top coconut at the bottom, but look at it. It's almost like a caramely texture at the bottom. And you're just gonna mix that all together. And it does take about 15 minutes, which we don't have in TV time, but once you whisk this for about 10-15 minutes.
And just by hand.
Just by hand. You can use a whisk as well. This is the texture that it comes out to.
15 minutes later, here we go.
Yeah,
All
right here.
And then once we're here,
sheet creamy.
Then what happens next?
So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you'll layer it. So you start with a few of your strawberries or whatever fruit you have at the bottom. So we'll start with that.
Oh, I see.
And then, yeah,
you've layered
exactly.
That right there.
You layer that as well. We have just a few here, but normally you'd have more fruit at the bottom, and then you just layer it like so. So you just get a few scoops of this cream
And then do you keep alternating?
Yes, exactly. So you would do a layer here, and then at the top when you're done, and it's to your preference. So if you want to do just a few strawberries, I like to do it very strawberry or whatever fruit you choose.
Then just top it off.
Just top it off.
And there you are.
Yep, and it'll turn out just like that.
Okay, have you noticed that I have not put down the coffee because it's so good? I've been drinking it throughout, but now I will set it down so that we can have a little bite of this.
Yes.
As we wrap it up. Okay,
It's like a mini one here.
Oh, that's delicious too. Why is it my best day ever? I had pickles in the first hour. Now I've got, oh, yum, this and the coffee. Best Monday.
Oh, and it's a great breakfast. You can have this for breakfast if you put a little granola or nuts on top.
Oh, I can see that too.
Papaya, yeah, with the other fruits.
We just learned so much, so many ways to do it. Check out the recipes and go enjoy. We will link to all the stuff on our website. Such a good job. Delicious. All right, coming up